is a very windy, pseudo-stormy day today. I don't know if we're gonna have more thunderstorms or what the deal is. I didn't look at the weather because I also don't really trust the weather apps. They're usually, you know, they seem like educated guesses at best most of the time. But I mean, just by looking around, it looks like we've got a really nice cloudy, stormy day brewing, and it feels kind of great after the heat wave, like kind of chilly. Anyways, how's this thing doing with the wind? Getting a lot of comments. Definitely enjoying filming with this thing. I gotta start using it as a phone. I need to download some more apps and just use it as my phone for the next couple days to get a better feel for what that's like. But overall, yeah, seems pretty swank. I need to write a review for Lindsay's book because that's, you know, it's a good thing to do. I don't have my coffee yet, but I think I can take this off now. Maybe I should wait. Hold on. Anyways, it's really helpful, obviously, to write reviews for books that you love, for the people that you enjoy. And Lindsay's book's fantastic. And I've marked a couple of quotes in here already, but I need to take the time to sit down and write a review on Amazon for her. If you have her book and you've enjoyed it, you might think about doing the same. It's one of the things I'm going to get done while I sit here and waffle. Also, here to deliver some of the snacks that have been oh so generously donated by Dixie and Mystery Man. Trade ya.
Oh my god, I will be taking immediately the watermelon Sour Patch, and thank you. This is exactly what I eat back home.
That's what you subsist off of. Oh, it looks sunny, but it is raining out here. Oh man. Oh geez. It's real rain. That is, I chose my timing very poorly to leave on that one. I really thought that it was gonna be a dry ride home. I was so wrong. Just responding to comments. I had a 2-hour-long phone call with Brian and Andrew, which was good. It's interesting to see everybody's take on the footage. It actually seems very positive for the iPhone. The problem is iPhone users in general, Mac users, are very enthusiastic about it, I've noticed. So I'm not sure how objective everyone is being. Not to say that you're not, and I'm glad you're excited. I'm just looking forward to doing a little bit of like a comparison, like side-by-side comparison video at the end of this, which I'm planning on doing. The question tonight is, do I go back to the Chateau and pick up the case for this / maybe the new phone? I actually don't know. I haven't tracked that package, so I don't know if is it around? Hold on. Apparently the new phone is there. Everything except the case made it yesterday and the phone is showing up tomorrow. So maybe we'll go back over to the Chateau tomorrow to see about picking up the new phone. I feel like I've gotten all of the like vlogging experience with the iPhone that I really need, but like, have I for sure? I don't know. Either way, I have enjoyed using it. It's a great phone, and I do find myself tempted to switch. The thing is that if you get an iPhone, you kind of need to be in the Mac ecosystem, and I don't really want to redo my entire existence quite that dramatically. So I'm debating. We'll see. We can talk about that more at a later date. I'm also debating because I have a lot of work to get done today. I'm so far behind on a number of things, and I'm going over to a friend's house tonight for dinner, just to have a chill evening. So I'm kind of wondering if maybe I just need to do a really short video today so that I can focus on getting all of this work done. And the chair is making farting noises. I also need to post the audiobook, the second chapter of the audiobook with this commentary to Patreon today. I haven't done that yet, so that won't take me very long. But the stuff that I'm working on with Brian and Andrew is kind of a secret at the moment. Not because it's a big dramatic secret, but just because, you know, we want to talk about it at the right time. It's something that I'm definitely going to share with you. It's something we've been putting a lot of work into. They put in a lot more work than I have so far on the technical side of things. If you followed my history at all, speaking of my audiobook and books in general, but if you followed along, you know that I had a tech startup that flopped pretty resoundingly when we launched it. Brian and I, with 3 other guys, put that together. It didn't go so well. It was a Bluetooth bracelet for kids that was supposed to help you know if and when they got too far away from you and sound some alarms so that you wouldn't lose your children when out and about in public. And so that fell through. That did not go well in the end. How do we do with a little bit of extra light? I really hope that I was actually in frame that whole time. I'm figuring out how to film without seeing the screen. It's a very important skill to have for any cell phone vlogging extravaganza. So anyways, we launched that product and it flopped. And it didn't quell the desire in me to make something else. Like I love making stuff. Clearly, I love creating things. And I love working with teams, especially like the team of engineers that we had then. And being the one non-engineer in the room is always a lot of fun because I feel like I can bring a perspective and some insight that maybe doesn't get brought up without me there. So I really enjoy that. We have a new smaller team, Brian, Andrew, and I. You've seen them on my vlog from like last week when I showed a little bit of our video conferencing. I got in just in time for that. And we're working on something now that is not hardware because there's just so much that it's very difficult to do hardware. It's very expensive. And we're coming at something that's a little bit more of a software problem. And I'm feeling pretty good about it. Like I think it's pretty cool what we're making. I'm pretty excited about the philosophy behind it. I'm pretty excited about the execution of it so far. We have a long ways to go. It's still very alpha. It's still very, very early stages, but it is out in the wild and it is doing some things, and I'm really curious to see how it goes. So when we get to a place where we're feeling pretty confident with where it's at and are ready to maybe send some potentially critical viewers that direction, I would be happy to share it with you. But it is taking up some brain space for me today. And I've been just feeling a little bit mentally slow the last few days. Not like particularly stupid, although I guess it could be argued that I've got my moments. My computer is doing its rocket ship taking off noises here for no apparent reason. But yeah, I'm definitely tracking. One of the other things that I was going to say, since this is turning into just a bit of a housekeeping vlog today, was that I did finally book a little bit of a trip for myself. I don't feel super comfortable traveling internationally right now with, quarantines being put in effect. And honestly, I just don't really want to get on an airplane. I don't really want to go to the airport. But I am happy to do a train within France. I think that's very doable. And so I was debating between mountains and beach. And I really want to do a writing retreat. When I'm done with this season of the vlog, I want to get out and just go somewhere where I can't be social. Just kind of, let go of everything, no projects, nothing else, just sit and write for, 4 or 5 days. I think that would be glorious. And so I did finally book myself a little bit of a trip. I did choose mountains or beach. I will wait to tell you which. And I'll still film a little bit. I'm going to take my drone with me. And I'll definitely make at least one video out of that little trip, share a little bit of France with you, a part of France I've never been to before, so it'll be exciting to explore a little bit, and I'll definitely still want to share it with you. But I'm definitely also looking forward to just getting some writing done, and I don't know, just getting out of the city for a little bit, because I've been in Paris pretty much nonstop, since the beginning of the year. And that's not a problem. I love the city, but you do need a break from always being in the city. And I do need a little bit of nature, a little bit of space, a little bit of fresh air. And I've been reluctant to do it, but I finally decided, you know what, I just got to do it. Like I don't really want to travel too much, but I do need to get out of the city a little bit. So I'm going to do that. But I'm waiting until all the Parisians come back so that the parts of France outside of Paris are more empty and I'll have a little more space to myself. And then I can also avoid the recrowding of the city, and then I'll just come back to it after it's all over. So that's my plan. I just thought I'd let you know in advance. Yeah, don't worry. I'm going to try and take care of myself, and I'm very lucky that I can just jump on a train and go somewhere kind of special and enjoy that. And I'm feeling very grateful for that today too. Anywho, I think that's about it for today, really. I'm going to post the audiobook stuff to Patreon. And speaking of house cleaning, I also forgot to pump my Patron producer yesterday, so don't worry. To that mysterious individual, I'm going to move you back in the queue. You won't be forgotten forever. But Bobby Ying, thank you for being my Patron producer today. I'm not forgetting today, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Thanks for being my patron, and thanks to all my patrons for being here and making this such a possible and crazy existence as it is. I hope you're doing all right wherever it is you are. Thanks to everybody again for the snacks from yesterday. I just had some almond M&Ms that saved my blood sugar, which is really good. And yeah. I'll see you bright and early again tomorrow morning for a little bit more of an adventurous outing into the city. Today just turned into a very rainy sit at home work and be on meetings and do non-filmable, boring things kind of day. They happen every once in a while. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the trip to Montmartre yesterday, and I hope you enjoy whatever happens tomorrow. And I'll see you then for that. Adios.